OJ. Age 24, going on 25. I'm a recruiter at ERP International.
Oh. I'm Paris. I'm 23, and I'm a domestic program coordinator at an adoption agency.
I'm Siani. I'm 25, and I work in HR.
Cosey. I am 33, recently 33, and I am a director of culture and empowerment in a public school system in DC.
Might have to talk to you later. Okay. Why are you single, and how long have you been single? I'll start off. I've been single since October of 2018, and I'm single because, to keep it 100, my ex cheated, and like we tried to make it work, but then it just kind of got to the point where I noticed his love was very conditional, and that's just not what I was looking for, and couldn't keep taking for myself, so I had to cut him loose.
Okay. I've been single almost a year in April, and I'm single because I'm dating to marry, and I feel like a lot of guys our age or my age are not ready for that. So therefore, I'm not wasting my time just chilling with, people for no reason anymore. So, yeah.
That's
my
a
options
question in there, right?
a little slim.
I hope that's a topic. I'm sorry.
Why are you single, OJ?
This is gonna sound crazy. I've been single since freshman year of college. That was 2012. So that's been like 6-7 years. There's a lot of reasons why I'm single. For the most part, I guess throughout college, at the type of school that I went to, it was no way I could ever get in a relationship at that school. And I didn't really have any ties or connections with a lot of people here since I was never home because of basketball. So I really was just in a loose situation when it came to relationships. But I guess throughout that, a lot of things that I've experienced and seen, I don't trust the soul. Like, y'all girls crazy. Y'all be tripping.
We be tripping.
Right. Y'all play more games than we did, for sure. For sure. And they hurt more.
They hurt more
I
than
can
you.
get that.
They hurt, like, the games females play hurt way more to a male than what a male would do to a female.
I don't think so.
That's okay, we'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
I have been single, I don't know. You gotta define, I guess, what dating is, I guess.
Yeah, you do have to
So,
find that.
I guess like a official relationship, like last time you had a girlfriend.
sheesh. That I had a girlfriend, not that she had a girlfriend. Be different. Probably like 20. Dang, when was that? Maybe 2014 or something like that. I don't know. It's been a break. It's been a little minute since someone had a title, and I had a title, right? And I'm probably single because the older I get, the more I realize like I had to figure me out, and it wasn't fair for me to like have somebody in my mess. So I'm picky. So there's also that. So I agree with that.
So the topic is attractiveness versus personality. Which do you prefer? And elaborate.
Okay. All right, so my thing is, this thing, attraction is always, in my eyes, it has to come first, because that entices me to actually try to approach you in that way.
Yeah.
So, again, just because you're attracted don't mean I want to be with you, or I really like you, or whatever. It's just, now I see something I might want to try and talk to. So, personality has to come, like, right after that. Like, so I can go out one day with a beautiful young lady. If throughout our conversation, if she talking nonsense, or it just don't seem right up then this probably be the last time we see each other or talk to each other. But I definitely think attractiveness is step one.
Sure enough.
That's not the most important step, but I believe it is step one with me. So I'll say that.
Yeah, I think the initial attractiveness should be there. But then it's like, so if you were still on the date with her, do you give like girls who are more attractive like more passes? Like,
No.
oh, she was cute, but
No.
she doesn't really have any substance, but I'm gonna let her rock because she's like cute. No?
No, not at all.
I mean,
I feel like guys do
I've
that.
had some extremely terrible things said to me.
I think we do. First of all, I think people do give passes depending on what the objective is, right? Like,
Right.
if like, so you date to marry, right? So
Mhm.
like, you're not giving no pass just because somebody look good, because essentially you need substance. But if you are just, out here for a specific reason
That's
today,
Mhm.
then, be as dumb as you want to be, right? Like, just, we know where this is going today,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? More
To
so.
piggyback off that, I think every person, based off the first encounter, first date, you can kind of determine where you're going to go with this person or what that person will be to you. You can say, okay, the way she is or the way he is, this is probably just going to be a we have sex type of thing. But if the conversation goes well, you can vibe with that person, it's going to be deeper than that. So, I agree with that.
I personally always be like, get you an ugly guy because they treat you like I can't get with it. Like, it can be as ugly or as you want to be, but like, if I can't look at you and be like, damn, you fine as that. Like, I just can't. It can't go past that stuff.
Right.
So, attractive is definitely what it's just. I'm gonna see you first with my eyes, so I'm gonna look at you and figure out at that moment if I want to move forward with this.
Yeah, it's like a partnership, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause for real, like, even I think we clearly talking about like physical attraction, because the personality adds to the attractiveness of anybody, or it takes away from it.
It does,
And
yeah.
so I think, like it's like y'all saying, like it's all like partnering, because it gets my attention, but it doesn't keep the attention, right?
Yeah.
Personality probably keeps the attention.
And
but
your
like,
personality can also make you real ugly.
it could, yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So, and then no matter how great your personality is, I mean, it may make you feel better, but like
Right.
ugly is ugly. Unattractive to people. Is
Nobody is
unattractive.
ugly.
Right, I fixed it. Some people are ugly.
No. Okay.
God made some people in the dark. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, next question.
That's real.
Okay. What do you look for in a partner? I can start. Honestly, at this point, I really don't know. I think because I'm so fresh out of a relationship, it's kind of just like, I know what I don't want. Like, I can't deal with someone who's 100% like nonchalant. And I think something that's really important is like knowing your love languages, because my number one love language is words of affirmation. So like with my ex, he was not the person to communicate how he felt or like say I love you. I mean, we were in a relationship for 2.5 years and he rarely said it unless I said it. So like for me, that's a no-go 100%. Like you have to be able to communicate how you feel or at least show it in some type of way, because I can't be the only one doing that. And you also have to know how to communicate, because that's just...
When did you learn your love language? Like prior to, during the time y'all were together, prior to? Like...
I think it was from my previous relationship, because it was kind of the same thing. Like he was a non-communicative person, and both of the relationships were long distance, if you would say. We were both in college at different schools. But like, so we're not seeing each other every day. We could be talking every day, but I can tell that your attention is somewhere else and you're really not like making that effort to communicate with me. And like, if I have to sit here and be like, tell me you love me, or like, why are you, like, if I have to like ask for affirmation, like, I just don't want it. Like, I just want it to come naturally to you. So I think as someone who's like emotionally secure and like is able to show that, that's definitely what I'm looking for.
What about you?
Oh, okay. I feel like since I am dating to marry, I'm definitely looking for somebody who's consistent, and somebody who also knows exactly what they want. So like in my past relationship, I feel like guys y'all mature so much slower than women, and so it's like y'all are like still trying to keep up with your homeboys and what they're doing and who they're like, you know. And so somebody who can separate the two instead, you know, like I legit have a girl, my homeboys are out here chasing a whole bunch of nothing. Yikes. I'm just looking for somebody who's mature and somebody who understands that romance is important in a relationship. Because a lot of guys just want to chill, come over and smoke and chill, let's just do this, instead of taking you out on dates, buying you flowers, the old school stuff like opening your car
You like
door or
that type of
something.
stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Don't want to chill all the time, you know?
Huh? You say you don't want to?
No.
That's just asking.
You're just like in my eyes.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Sorry. I was supposed to look at. Alright, so what are you guys looking for?
Go ahead, Rosie.
I would say for me, it's just I like people with principles and don't try to follow fads and stuff or try to fit in or actually. My thing, what attracts me is somebody like let's say take it to dreams. If a girl tell me her dreams, if she's like all about that and goes after that, like that attracts me so much. And like I haven't really found nobody like that. I don't think I'm not encountering. I know there's a lot of women out there that's like that, but I'm not encountering those type of people. So it's just like things like that, and then I guess if they. I really don't know I don't even know if I know what I'm really looking for yet. I'm still trying to figure that out because I'm different as a person than what I used to be. So I'm still trying to see what fits me and what not necessarily just attracts me, but keeps me interested. So I don't have a definite answer for that.
Yeah. I'm with him. So like one of the things that I learned is that like we're ever evolving. You know what I'm saying? And at what I thought I needed and knew at 21, when I turned 25, I was, you know what I'm saying, then at 30. And so what I'm realizing is like, I don't think I have a definite answer because I've dated people who've had what I would give as an answer, right? And it still wasn't there, right? Like this should work on paper, but it's not there. So I think what I look for when I'm dating is something that I can't explain, that makes me want to know you more. Like I just want to learn more about you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let's just talk. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't just be physical. It can't just be communication. Because sometimes people talk too much. But you agree?
Mm-hmm. I don't think it's a definite answer.
202. So,
You know what I did?
He's a cozy.
So this topic is difficulty dating in this generation.
Cool.
Right. Elaborate on the idea of shooting your shots.
What are you talking about? So it's just strictly shooting your shot, or is it difficulty of dating in this generation?
I think it starts with that, and then
Okay, well,
sort of some of the difficulties.
well, I think we all can agree social media has killed us when it comes to socializing like in person. Like especially my generation, we tend to always want to text, and you want to get to know someone through text, and by the time you take the person on a date, you have nothing left to say because you done found out every single thing about that person through text messages. And like me as a person, I hate text. I'd rather FaceTime, call you, or just say, shoot you a text, hey, meet me here, let's hang out, then we'll talk again. But social media has killed us, and that's, I think, because also people see things on social media that they want to be like or want to be, and then once they like start talking to someone and they see it's not what they saw online, then they just want to get out of it because I think everything is fickle in our generation right now.
I think personally for me, the difficulty in dating, since I haven't been dating in 6 years, I think it's the availability and like I was in college for all of my relationships, so like they were there or like the people around me were always present. Whereas now, like I'm gonna adult, I have a job. When I get home, I am tired and I don't really want to go out all the time. So it's just like, yeah, we can go out, but it goes back to that. Am I trying to get with you off of your attractiveness or whatever? So it's like, I'm gonna see you and we can go out, but like, you're calling me off of my looks and like, that's strictly it. So like, I feel like this generation is really off of, I'm just trying to hook up, and that's just not what I want. So I think that is a big difficulty lately.
I would say a difficulty is like, say you are with somebody and you guys come to an issue in your relationship or whatever y'all are doing, and I feel like the first people we run to is our friends, and I feel like that is never good. Like, we never seek to like go to our parents or like older people who actually like could tell us some real wisdom. So I feel like that's a problem because we listen to our friends a lot and they don't know either, so we just end up, you know.
In a mess.
Yeah.
One of the difficulties that I see or have experienced is, so I think this kind of ties into what you're saying, because like I think older generations have a way about them to like will to work stuff through, like to work through stuff, and like the generation now doesn't have to work through nothing, right? Like there's a lack of effort when difficulty pops up, you know. So everybody's disposable. Like I don't, you know what, like that. So I think for me, like the lack of working through something makes dating difficult, because like I tell people, like you talking about trying to start something with somebody who's had their own life for however long they've had their own life. Like it's going to be hard. Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like you need to give people like grace to learn them, and I don't think we do that too often with people. So.
And I could, like, to add to that, like, I think what makes it hard when you're in a relationship and you have social media is you make yourself available for everyone now. Everyone sees your relationship if you post it on social media. And I know me, I have fear of it. I know I have other friends who have fear of it, because I've seen it happen where a guy or girl will post their boyfriend, girlfriend, and then all of a sudden you got some people commenting, exposing some stuff she done did the day before, and you look stupid. Like, I think we have a lot of like prideful tendencies in our generation now, where you're scared to look stupid because it's easier for you to look stupid now because you have all these social media platforms, and that because it's not you just look stupid to your friends that seen it happen. You look stupid to the whole internet. Yeah. For everyone that comes across that post or that know those details, like that's the hard thing to deal with.
Yeah, I think it just ties into stop going to your friends for advice.
They stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, are they really gonna give you quality? I mean, you might have some friends who like will really like tell you the real and tell you like some real good advice, but then most of the time.
I'm one of those. You just come to me.
Okay.
I'll tell you some
I can see that.
Yeah, I'll tell you some
Wow.
Okay.
Regarding shooting shot, I feel like I have to stop shooting my shot, because my past two relationships, I shot my shot and it clearly went down the drain. Like, not to put Cosey on the spot, but she was there when I shot my shot at the first guy. Like, she introduced us, and then like, we went to prom together. We was in a relationship for like 2.5 years, and then that's gone. And then this other guy, the last one, like, we've known each other for 10 years now. Like, I shot my shot freshman year of high school, and then again shot my shot. Like, we talked a little bit in high school, and I shot my shot again in college, like junior year, and then we dated until last year, and it was just like, this ain't working out if I keep shooting my shot. And it's like, it's more of like I'm showing my interest, but you're not. So I guess it's more of like, I want you to show me that you want me and like put forth the effort. So I'm laying back on that for a little bit.
Question. Are you talking about shooting shot in the DMs, or are we just talking about shooting shot like going smack?
I think it's like it just. Yeah.
Oh, we talking about gym. Okay,
Yeah.
I was confused. I thought this was about DMs. Okay. All right. So you go ahead. I want to get my thoughts together.
Oh, okay. I didn't even get a chance to get my thoughts together. I guess to piggyback off you and just how you were saying, you want to make sure the other person is interested. Like for me, I will only shoot my shot if I like know the person's interested.
Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
shot your shot before?
I have.
How it work out?
I shot my shot and we became boyfriend girlfriend.
Okay.
I actually got like 2 boyfriends out of shooting my shot.
See?
Shots.
But I mean, we broke up. So.
Exactly. It works in the beginning.
Yeah.
So you like 2 for 2? Shooting your shot?
I think I'm kind of over it, to be honest.
That's okay. But you should go out on top 2 for 2. That's good.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
Do people shoot their shots in y'all's direction?
Well, I get told a lot that I'm very unapproachable.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I guess like when I go out, I guess my face is just like, don't come up and talk to me. I don't know, but I'm so friendly, so I don't get it. But I get told that a lot. Like, so me and my friends when we go out, like guys will approach us, but it'll be like the weird guys. They're like
The ones we don't want.
yeah, you know. What I mean? Yeah, I get told that all the time. So no, not a lot of people shoot their shot unless they like know me, and they know that I'm not gonna curve them extra hard like that.
I feel like it's so hard. Well, for me, like I feel like it's hard to curve people just because I'm a nice person. Like I don't want to hurt your feelings right now, but like I'm not interested at all. So it's just like try to do it real nicely, but like at the same time, like don't stop. Like stop. Because that shit that I'm not.
Yeah, you just have to like friend zone them real.
Yeah,
It's like,
it's like we can text, but like I don't want to go on no date.
You said
We
see,
can
that's
text.
leaving them on. You just.
But
you
I
gotta cut
mean,
it.
like
You
we
gotta
could
cut it.
be friends, but like I'm not trying to go anywhere but that friend zone right there. Like you're in it.
You say
stay
that
there.
like off
But see, that's the
break.
thing. I can't be like I don't want to hurt your
You gotta
feelings.
be straight up.
I'm working on it.
You gotta-
I'm working on it. I'm trying to better myself, but like.
You wasting a lot of time. You wasting a
But
lot
I
of
mean,
time.
I'm not wasting my time because I know that I'm not
Right.
moving forward with it.
Look.
Like they're wasting their time because they're not getting
He
the
wasting your
hint.
inbox space. Like he don't need to be talking.
I mean,
Wasting your inbox.
you can always delete that thread. I mean, like it
You
never
gonna
happened.
continue to text.
No,
It's
I
coming
mean
back.
they stop because like I'll be that person where like I will show you that I'm really not interested. Like I'm not gonna keep texting you back or like I'll quit to one word. You be like, all right, like I will end
Oh, I hate
this
that.
conversation. But like that's the only way. Like some people really understand it. Like oh, they're not interested.
Right.
Like let me just back off, and then they'll stop texting me for a while, and then they'll come back when somebody posts a picture or something, and it's like no.
why do y'all do that? When somebody like posts a picture? And they
Don't
go
just
like,
say y'all. Y'all do that. Don't do that. Let's not do that. It's not a gender thing. Let's not do that.
I think that's a good
I think it
because
is.
I definitely don't do that.
Yeah.
Women do it though.
Do they?
Yeah, we might
Okay.
use pictures, but y'all use holidays to send a oh hey,
Oh, I don't.
No.
Merry Christmas.
So you can't generalize us.
Don't hate us.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's no Merry Christmas for you because that's not what.
Police not even.
This is for the guys. Do you prefer women to pursue you, or would you rather be the chaser, and why?
Chaser. I mean I can't say I find it unattractive, but it doesn't appeal to me when a woman goes smacking me. I love to chase. I'm old-fashioned in that way. I love to court women and things like that. I love the actual challenge of pursuing a woman and actually making her gain a lot of interest in me. But as of her coming to me, I feel like that's too easy, and that doesn't attract me. And I know it won't keep me there, and I probably won't. I probably won't give you a lot of time today or talk to you that much. I'm 24, so I'll probably change that when I get older. If I don't get married soon.
Sorry, not the week.
I don't know if you're gonna change it. I mean, maybe, but
I keep it the same.
I ain't
I'll
never
probably keep it the same.
like it's never been one of the things like I ain't never like that at all. Like
What, the girl shooting their shot?
yeah, like I mean, let me
So why is it always why y'all not shooting y'all shot? Like it's
Or,
I ain't never said that.
and not you specifically, but like guys. Like guys are always just like, why y'all don't shoot y'all shot? Because like it's just not what we typically do.
I think some of this goes to like generational stuff, like the generation we in, and like ownership and you having to put forth effort. A lot of dudes is lazy, right? But I think so for me, if I'm not chasing or pursuing someone, then I question my real interest in it. Like it just automatically makes me wonder like if I'm really interested. So someone who is interested in me. So this I used to work at this place, and this old white woman had made this statement and I was young, so I didn't like the statement until I got older, then it made sense. So she said that the man should always be more interested in a woman than vice versa. And I was like, lies, you know what I'm saying? Like, my whole male pride like stood up. Nope, she need to love me first. She need to get like, be on me. Like, I was real dumb with it. And then I got older and realized, like, it makes sense because women, so from my experience, women can fall in love with a man they were not initially interested in. Like, he can, through some way of the heavens, change a woman's heart and affection for him just by his pursuit and his presence. I don't think men do that. Like, for me, I don't know that men can. I think men know, like, it's there or it isn't. And I think if it isn't, we may settle, but I don't think it's ever really, like, if you ain't, like, igniting fire in me off the jump, it doesn't start. Like, at least I haven't experienced it. Maybe, like, OJ different, but I have never experienced it. And the dudes that I've seen who have eventually been taken by some woman who was more interested initially, I feel like they settled because they had also, like, stepped out on her, treated her a little funny, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm careful with it. Like, if I ain't got no initial, like, thing I should go run after you, then I already know I ain't finna develop it. So.
And like me as a person now, and I guess I started to understand this statement my grandfather used to always tell me when I was younger, but I understood it probably more when I got around 20, 21. He always used to say, if you didn't work hard to get her, you're not gonna cherish her the way you're supposed to. And that always stuck with me, because it's like, if you put a lot of effort towards getting a woman and, you know what I'm saying, making her your woman, your wife, or whatever it is, you're going to appreciate the hard work that you did to get her. And you be damned if you mess that up. I mean, of course, no one's perfect, but it won't be that easy to let her go. So I feel like I always think about that when I'm actually pursuing a woman, or if a woman come after me, like, I don't like that. 'Cause I want to come after you, I want to make you fall for me, and I want to see if I have to go out of my elements and my characters just to even get the time of day for you. And not in a, and then when I say out of character, I don't mean it in a bad way, but make me upgrade myself in the way that I have to be in order to get you and get your attention.